One of the strangest decisions of the Star Wars prequels to me was always why George Lucas fully committed to CGI for the clones. Every single clone in the trilogy is animated, like a clanker. Yes, like the battle droids. The opening sequence of Obi-Wan Kenobi seems to be the first moment in the franchise featuring real physical clones. If not Kenobi, it could be Book of Boba. No one really seems to know for sure if the 501st Legion in the Grogu flashback were CGI or real, but it seems like CG. Possibly to stay consistent with the feel of the prequels, but also because of the blaster shots lighting up the armor. It's just easier to CGI, like a bantha. What's happening? Back to the prequels. Why is it all animated? People say, well, the whole prequel trilogy was just one big CGI fiesta. But that's not true. It might seem that way because they chose to focus on that in the behind-the-scenes documentaries because it was the new hip technology George wanted to brag about. No one wanted to hear about stop motion and filthy matte paintings. God, CGI makes sense for massive army sequences like this, or with scenes that acquire more agility from the troopers, especially when interacting with other CGI things. But for shots like this, it makes much less sense. Why wouldn't you want to avoid the awkward floating head effect still visible after painstaking motion tracking by putting Tamora Morrison in actual armor? The only time he got to wear one was while begging for scraps on the side of the road. Make amends and give my man his own live-action Order 66 show where he gets to execute some younglings playing every single clone on screen. Speaking of on screen, there's a video waiting for you about the surprising amount of practical effects of the prequels. Even I was surprised.